You just alluded to it, the change in the early 1900s, and what role did Solomon Schechter play in that change?
Good. So by 1901, all of the major players in the early phase of JTS were essentially out of the picture. Sabato Moraes, who had been the dean of the school, had died in 1897. The chairman of the board had died in 1901. The money had dried up. The student population had largely dried up. Something needed to be done to revitalize the institution. Now, who revitalized it? Interestingly, it was not traditional observant Jews who thought that we need an alternative to HUC because our religion or our religious scruples insist upon it. Rather, it was wealthy German Reform Jews who were the major players behind this revitalization. I'm referring specifically to Jacob Schiff, to the Worburg family, to Louis Marshall, to the Sulzberger family, to the Strauss family. These are the major names who would go on to establish the American Jewish Committee and all the other alphabet soup organizations of American Jewish life. These were the heavy hitters. And why did they do this? So number one, it was felt that you need to have rabbis trained in America who could appeal to traditional Jews, because if you don't have such rabbis, then the stodgy, wealthy German-American Jews feared that the Russian Jews off the boat would gravitate either towards radicalism and communism or hyper-Orthodoxy. So either too much religion or insufficient religion. The happy medium was, let's train them in an Americanized traditional Judaism. Another factor was a desire to have an institution of higher learning in New York. It would be an embarrassment, a shanda, so to speak, if New York did not have such a place of learning. And thirdly, there was a desire to have not just a place for the training of rabbis, but a place for the Wissenschaft des Judentum, for the scientific study of Judaism on a high level, akin to what was happening in the various places I mentioned before in Europe.